Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, I'm going to cover the Terraform workspaces and I'm going to show you how we can set up the different environments. And I will be using the CloudFront distribution with origin access identity, and we are going to set up the two environments. So let's begin. So what I've done, I've already created a repository for you guys. In the past, I've already created videos with regard to the uh, Terraform CloudFront front origin access identity, how we can set up that. But today's topic is the Terraform workspaces. We are going to set up the two different environments, and you can set up the multiple environments according to your need and requirements, or you can set up 100 or 10 20 required environments according to your need and requirement. So what I've done, I've created a repository, but in this particular repository you have to navigate to a different branch, and that branch is going to be the workspaces. So what I will be doing, or what you have to do, is to simply navigate to the link. I will be providing this particular link to you guys. So what you have to do, navigate to this path and simply clone it. As this is the public repository, you can easily clone it, and then we are going to switch to the workspaces branch. So let me open that as well, and I'm going to clone that. Let me show you guys what we have in that particular branch. The commands I've included are pretty much simple, and we are going to set up the two environments, dev and staging. And let me show you the dev TFRs and staging TFRs, and also I'm going to show you the basic infrastructure. And this is the pretty much simple and basic infrastructure with regard to the creation of origin access identity along with the CloudFront. So what we are doing here, we are going to set up the um, environment for our backend, and I'm going to create these buckets. And then these are the buckets with this name, and this is where I'm going to set up the backend for our Terraform. So then what we are going to do, it is pretty much the basic stuff with regard to the creation of CloudFront distribution. You can navigate to the Terraform documentation, and you will see all the documentation with regard to that, but I'm not going to cover the origin access identity, as I've already created a video with regard to that. You can watch that, and the link I've already included. So this is pretty much the basic stuff. But what we are going to do, our focus is to set up the multiple CloudFront distribution in different environments. So what I will be doing, as I shown you, the main focus of this demo is the Terraform workspaces. So let's begin. So let me simply clone this repository. Simply what you have to do, navigate to this CloudFront origin access identity, click this, copy this, and then what I will be doing, I'm going to navigate into my AWS account, and what I've done, I've set up ACM for this domain, chaklanmushtaq.com, and what I will be doing, I will be, let me also show you guys chaklanmushtaq.com. He's the former Pakistan legendary cricketer, chaklanmushtaq.com. So what I will be doing, I will be setting up a demo with regard to the Terraform workspaces. So let me have a shell. So minimize it, right click it, and create a terminal. So with regard to this containerized solution, I have also created a demo for you guys. You can set up this container or any container in any Linux, Mac or Windows machine or any operating system, because it is running in a Docker container. And how you can set up, I've created a video with regard to that. You can set up your own environment. So I have installed all the packages with regard to my requirement or DevOps needs and requirements. So let me show you. These are the packages: Terraform, or I say helm along with that kubectl, okay, eksctl, and many more packages. But anyway, you can watch the tutorial with regard to that. So let me navigate to home directory. What I will be doing, I'm going to simply git clone this into this repo, and it is going to download these packages. And this home directory pwd is mounted to the root. And if I scroll it down, you see this is the container directory, and it has downloaded this guy in this particular directory. So anyway, what I will be doing, I'm going to simply open this in editor, and I will try to create one bucket here. So simply click it, and let me check if this bucket is available, because I've created a few minutes ago, because this deletion will take time. So let's check, or otherwise I will be creating a new bucket. So what I will be doing, I'm going to simply copy this command and paste it in my terminal, and let me paste it. So let's see this bucket is available or not. So now that's fine. Actually, this bucket I've created about 1 hour ago, so now that is why it is now available. So, and in fact I've deleted the environment, so it is now available. So what I have done, I've set up a backend for my Terraform, and this is the backend. So let me show you everything with regard to that. If I navigate to S3 sections, so there we don't have I mean, I first of all need to copy the ARN as well, because we need to update the ARN here as well. So what I will be doing, I'm going to simply update the ARN for this domain. So this ARN is updated, and other things I need to show you guys that um, the environment variable. So I've updated the ARN in main branch, so which I forget it. So what I will be doing, I'm going to check out into other um, branch, which is the workspaces. So if I refresh it, so you see this is the backend for our Terraform. So when we do create a workspace, it a Terraform, it is going to create a directory itself with env environment, and in that particular directory it is going to create the directory with the environment name we set up. And I'm going to show you everything here. And also it is going to set up backend tf state file, which we are going to provide. So in this case, this is the one. But what I need to do, I need to simply check out to this. Let me show you. This is the uh, git branch. Okay, I am not in that particular directory. So if you do git git branch, you see this is the main. If you do git branch -a -a, you will see workspaces is workspaces branch is also available. So you need to do git checkout workspaces. Okay, it is not allowing me to do that. Let me pause the video, and I will be back with you guys in a moment. Okay, guys, it is saying my local changes are going to be are going to be about it. So I have to comment. So what I will be doing, I'm going to simply do press Control Z here and put that particular guy back here, and I'm going to check out to workspaces now. So it is now switched because I've made changes in my main branch, so that is why it is saying. So that was the error, or that is why it is aborting. So let me show you git branch -a. So you see I'm switched to this workspaces. So this is my current branch. So if I do ls here, and you can see that CloudFront directory is here. Along with that, in this environment, I have different files as well. So if I simply scroll it down, and you will see that we have different files now available. And with this command file, we are going to set up the workspaces. So these are the very basic commands. So to list all the workspaces by default, if you haven't created any workspace, it is going to show you the default workspace. So I'm going to simply paste this command here, and you will see, okay, I have to initialize as well. So what I will be doing, I'm going to first of all update the ARN of this ARN in the CloudFront distribution. So simply scroll it down, and what you need to do, if you have your own domain, you can provide the ARN as well. So that is what I'm doing. So that is it, guys. So let me show you the coding part as well. So um, in that, what I have done is pretty much a basic simple thing with regard to um, the variables. So in domain section, if I navigate to the alias section, you see var.domains and var.bucket name. So I've just created these two environment variable. So this is the requirement of my environment, or I should say workspaces, in a way that if I navigate to the variable section, you see these two variables are created by me. And if I navigate to the dev tfvar, so what is the reason why I've created it? So if you navigate to the dev tfvars, you see the bucket and the domain is different. For instance, for dev TFVARs, I'm going to use the dusra.saklanmushtaq.com and cloudgeeks-dev CloudFront. This is going to be the bucket name. And along that, if I navigate to the staging side, then I'm going to use the stg.saklanmushtaq.com. Anyway, this is just a demo. You can use any domain name or SNI with CloudFront as well. So this is the bucket name staging. So this is just to give you guys a demonstration that how we can set up this environment. So currently what I need to do is to simply first of all initialize, and I'm going to say Terraform init, and it is going to set up a backend for my infrastructure which I'm going to create. And what it does, it is going to download the relevant plugins and modules which are required. So you have to do simply use this terraform init command, and let me show you that where it is going to do that, although it is in my root of that container. But this is the dot um, terraform.d directory. In this, it is going to install those particular module. So let me close that part, and So this will take a little time, depends on your network speed as well. So usually it didn't take too much time. So let it install and let me remove some of the extra tabs. So guys, Terraform modules are installed. Let me show you this command. So this command is going to definitely work when your setup is initialized, everything is available. So now it is going to show us that how many workspaces are available and what is the in which workspace we are currently in. So as I told you, by default it is the default. So what we need to do for our um, dev environment, simply you need to do Terraform Workspace new dev. So let me show you this part because this is very important part. So currently you see, let me show you that part again. So you see, this is my Terraform backend and currently I don't have any directory in it. So let me show you this part as well. Oh, just a minute. And I'm going to simply paste this command, Terraform, just a minute please. Seems like copy is not done. So let me even type as well, Terraform Workspace, Terraform Workspace new dev. Um, the reason I'm doing it to show you guys that it is going to create env directory, and in that particular directory it is going to create a workspace with the dev, and in that particular workspace we are going to um, have our infrastructure available. So you see that created and switched to workspace dev. So what I need to do is to simply refresh it, and let's say what we have in this S3 bucket. So as I told you guys, this env directory is created, and in that particular directory automatically it is going to create that particular dev directory, and this is the CloudGeeks Terraform df state file, which I've already showed you guys that this is the file it is going to create. So this is our backend with regard to that particular dev environment. So let me navigate to that part, and I'm going to simply increase the size of this terminal, and because this is where I need to show you guys that what is going to be happen. So the command to deploy that particular infrastructure for our dev environment, what I need to do, I'm going to do terraform apply var uh, variable file is going to be dev tfvars file. So let me show you that part as well, what we have in dev tfvar files. Environment variable, well, I already shown you guys. So navigate to that dev tfvar. So simply it is going to deploy that particular information in that particular environment. So let me show you that, and what I will be doing, I'm going to show you the parallel tabs that we are going to deploy our infrastructure with the two CloudFront distribution in two different environments. So as I told you that I have already set up the workspace with the dev, and I will be copying the other command, and that command is going to be the creation of staging workspace, and let it create, and let me open another tab, and I will be navigating to this directory CloudFront origin access. So guys, there are different ways to create and set up environment. You can create directories, and in those particular directories you can set up the different environments. That particular method is also correct. There is no issue with that. And there are a lot of method in Terraform you can where you can set up the environment according to your requirements and needs. So you can both everything is correct as long as it is followed the best practices, and there are different method of deploying the stuff in Terraform. So now I will be creating a new staging environment, and I will show you how many environment we have. So what it does, it asks me to create a environment in the dev. So parallel, I will be creating an environment in the staging as well. So let me show you the list as well. So if you want to switch between the environment, you can use this command, but there is no need for do right now. So what I will be doing, let me show you um, how many environments we have. So we should have at least our dev, our staging, and our default environment. So guys, currently you see in next tab we are switched to staging environment. So in our dev environment, our infrastructure is deploying. So if I navigate to S3 section, and if I navigate to S3 along with that, if I navigate to the CloudFront distribution, you will see that one distribution is going to be deployed, and it is going to be available soon. So it is currently in the deploying stage, and one more S3 bucket is going to be created with this dev tag, I mean dev name. So as I told you that now I will be creating my staging environment in a parallel um tab, and simply and I'm going to paste this command. So guys, you by following this tutorial you will have a good understanding that how you can set up the different environment by using, as I told you, you can use different directories. As in this demo I have not used different directories. I'm in the same directory, you see, and I'm creating different environments and workspaces at the back end. So let me navigate to the S3 section, and I will show you that part in that Terraform backend state. So if I navigate to my CloudFront, Cloud Geeks or Terraform backend, this is the Cloud Geeks Terraform backend. And if I navigate to environment section, you see dev and staging are now available, and in staging that particular state is going to be maintained. So everything is maintained separately, and you will be seeing that one more distribution is going to be available soon. So let me refresh it, and if I navigate to that particular part, you will be seeing that one more distribution is going to be available soon. So you have to wait for a while and try refresh. You see the second distribution is now available, one with the origin Cloud Geek staging cloud, and other is with the Cloud Dev. So in a few minutes you will see that both are going to be available. So this is now deployed and available. If I navigate to this terminal and click here, you see our S3 and CloudFront distribution is now available, and let me show you that part as well with regard to the S3 section. So refresh it, you see now three buckets are available. This is the backend, and these are the environment variables. So if I navigate to the dev and simply click the permission, you see that it is pretty much the secure environment and automated way. CloudFront origin access identity is going to be um, restrict the permission of this bucket, and the only user, which is the OAI, origin access identity, which is the CloudFront user, has the permission to access this bucket. So it is pretty much secure. You can have your static content in this particular S3 bucket, and it is going to be available, publicly available, with good security, and with regard to the S3 bucket. So guys, this is the tutorial I need to show you guys. So, and we are pretty much near to the end of our tutorial. So let me just wrap up, let it deploy, or I should pause the video. And I just want to show you guys that you see we are now have different workspaces parallel. We have deployed our infrastructure by using the Terraform Workspaces, and you can have different options with regard to that. So, guys, I guess that is it pretty much. Let me close the extra windows now and let it deploy. So you see both are now deployed. Yeah, I'm switching between tabs. Both are now deployed. So before leaving, let me show you finally that our both distributions are now deployed. Let me navigate to the CloudFront distribution, and I want to show you guys that you see we have successfully deployed our two environments and two distribution in different environments. That is it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe the channel and share as much as you can. Thank you. Have a nice day.